Myself P.Y. Lalita Chaitanya, lecturer in Commerce, Garment City College. Today's topic is business objectives. Now let us move on to the introduction of the business objectives. Traditionally, the term business was commonly referred to commercial activities aimed at profit maximization. However, the old concept of business has undergone a radical change, especially during the last few decades of 20th century. Today, business is regarded as a socio-economic institution. So here the term business was commonly referred to a commercial activities, mainly the business we are doing for the profit maximization. However, the old concept of business has undergone a radical change, especially during the last few decades of 20th century. Today, business is regarded as socio-economic institution. It is an economic institution in the sense that it makes use of economic resources for generating a profit. So here, every business, the main motto is to earn a profit, as we all of them will know that. So the economic institution also use of economic resources. So the economic institution is using the economic resources mainly for generating the profit is the meaning of this particular business. It is a social institution in the sense that it functions in the social system and it is an integral part of it. Thus, to manage a business is to balance a variety of economic and social objectives. And this requires setting of multiple objectives in different areas of business. So here, objectives are not fate, they are directions. So objectives are not fate, they are directions. They are not commands. They are not commands. They are commitments. They are called commitments. They do not determine the future. They do not determine the future. They are the means to mobilize the resources and energies of business for the future. So here, objectives are the ends towards which all organizational activities and efforts are directed to. In fact, management process begins with the setting of organizational objectives and ends. So without the objective, the business cannot be started. So the objective of the business will be important. With the determining how well these objectives have been accomplished. A business should always set some organizational objectives and how you are accomplishing, how you are working out for that particular organizational objectives and how you are earning a profit is the main motto of every business. So the objectives of organization need to be defined clearly as they provide businessmen with a benchmark against which they can judge their future performance, make their business purposeful and justify their stay in business. In management literature, the term mission, purpose, target, goal and objective are often used interchangeably. However, in practice, they differ widely. Here, an organization is set up to attain a well-defined mission or purpose which justifies the establishment and continuation of the organization. Thus, mission indicates the basic philosophy of the organization. Objectives originate from the mission. Objectives are the end results towards which all the organizational efforts are directed to. Objectives are formulated keeping in mind the business environment, which itself is volatile. This makes business objectives flexible and adaptable to changes. So here, organization should set up a well-defined mission and a purpose should be there for the continuation of the organization. So here, the mission indicates the basic philosophy of the organization. Objectives originate from the mission. So this makes business objectives adaptable to changes. So here, objectives are the goals, aims, and purposes that the organization wishes to achieve over varying period of time. Objectives are the ends towards which activities of an enterprise or department or project within are aimed. Here, let us move on to what is the nature of business objectives and characteristics of the objectives. We will move on to that point. So, the following are the characteristics of ideal business objectives. Here, the first one is multiplicity. Second one is the balance. Third one is consistency. Fourth one is hierarchy. Fifth one is clarity. Sixth one is concentrate and specific. The next one is verifiability. So these are the main characteristics of a business objectives. So let us move on to the first point, that is multiplicity. According to Peter Drucker, objectives need to be set in 8 vital areas, that is market standing, innovation, productivity, profitability, physical and financial resources, management performance, and development. Workers' performance and attitude, and public and social responsibility. Thus, to manage a business is to balance a variety of goals. So here, multiplicity is nothing but, according to the Peter Drucker, objectives need to be set in 8 vital areas: marketing standing, innovation, productivity, profitability, physical and financial resources, management performance and development, worker performance and attitude, and public and social responsibility. Thus, to manage business, to balance a variety of goals, all this is very, very important. Multiplicity is one of the characteristic of a business objective. Let us move on to the second point, that is a balance. It is important to strike a balance between various business objectives. This becomes more important when the various business objectives are competing and conflicting. So it is one of the importance to strike a balance between business objectives. This becomes more important when various business objectives are competing and conflicting. For example, balance between economic and human objectives, balance between economic and social objectives, and finally, balance between economic and national objectives. So, this is very, very important. Now, move on to the third point, that is consistency. As stated earlier, to do business means to balance a number of objectives The multiple objectives of business should be consistent, that is, they should be mutually related and supportive and not conflicting. Consistency can be achieved by setting business objectives jointly in consultation with all concerned in the organization and with perfect coordination between them is known as consistency. So here the businesses should balance a number of objectives. So the multiple objectives of business should be consistent and they should also be mutually related and supportive and not a conflicting. So here the consistency can be achieved by setting a business objective jointly in consultation with the concerned in organization with a perfect coordination between them is known as consistency. So this is also one of the important characteristic of a business objective. Move on to the next point, that is hierarchy. Since business organization is a socio-economic institution, it has to set a number of objectives with varying degree of importance. Thus, the objectives of organization should be ranked according to the priority of their realization. That is, the most important objective should be realized first and the least important one should be attained last. So here it means a business organization is one of the socio-economic institution. The objectives of the organization should be ranked according to their priority and the most important objective should be realized first, which is important, that should be realized first, and less important will be attained in the last. That is the hierarchy. And next move on to the clarity. Objectives provide benchmarks towards which the various organizational activities are directed to. Vague and ambiguous objectives cause confusion and chaos in the organization. Therefore, objectives should be spelled out clearly so that even an ordinary worker can understand it without much effort and work in a coordinated way to achieve them. So here the objectives should always provide a benchmarks towards the various organizational objectives, and vague and ambiguous objectives cause confusion. Therefore, objectives should be spelled out clearly so that even an ordinary worker can understand it without much effort and work in chose coordinated way to achieve them. And next move on to the next point, that is concrete and specific. Concrete and specific means objectives of organization should be concrete and specific. That is, as far as possible, they should be stated in numerical terms. For example, instead of saying, in general, the objectives of the organization is substantial increase in sales. The objectives should be stated specifically as our company objectives is the raise turnover by 25% in the period of 3 years. So here, whenever the objective of the organization should be there, it should be specific, so that in general the objective of the organization is substantial increase in sales. So always the objective should be stated specifically. Our company objective should raise turnover by 25% for the 3 years, right? That everything in the specific manner we have to mention. So in the that is one of the important characteristic in a business objective, that is specific and concrete. Next, move on to the verifiability. Measurability and verifiability. Measurability and verifiability are the two important characteristics of business objectives. Objectives can be measured and verified only if they are set in numerical terms. Objectives can be measured and verified only if they are set in numerical terms. Verifiability is necessary in order to measure the performance and evaluate the effectiveness of the organization in achieving its objectives. It also facilitates timely action in correcting deviations. And the next one is next important characteristic is realistic. Realistic means in the business objectives, always the objectives should be realistic. That is, in the existing socio-economic environment, the given objective should be within the reach of the organizational people. Objectives must be reasonable and attainable. Setting unattainable and unrealistic objectives makes the process of formulating business objectives a waste and futile exercise. So always in the business objectives, the objective should be realistic. That is the meaning of the realistic. Next, move on to the next point, that is challenging. Objectives should be realistic as well as challenging. That is, they should not be too high or too low in character. Too high objectives generate frustration, while too low objectives provide hardly any motivation to workers to work hard. Thus, objectives should be challenging enough to motivate workers to perform better than the competitors. So here, objectives should be realistic as well as challenging. That is, they should not be too high or too low in character. Too high objectives generate frustration, while too low objectives provide hardly any motivation to workers to work hard. Thus, the objective should be challenging enough to motivate workers to perform better than the competitors. Here, coming to the next point, that is flexibility. Nothing ever is permanent except change. So, here various environmental factors affecting businesses keeps on changing. The business organizations have to adapt. So, these demands a reformulation and redefining of business goals. Thus, business objectives must be flexible enough to absorb the shocks of changing socio-economic and the political environment. So, that is called as a flexibility. And move on to the next point, that is time bound. Here, time bound is nothing but objectives of organization should be time bound, that is, they must be achieved within a specific period of time. According to time frame, objectives can be classified as short, medium, and long range. Short range objectives are realized within a year. A medium range objectives extend over 2 to 5 years, and long range objectives are spread over decades. So, objectives of the organization should be in a time bound. They must be achieved within a specific period of time is known as time bound. So, according to the time frame, objectives can be classified, that is, just now we have discussed short, medium, and long range. Just now we have discussed what in my short range objectives, medium range objectives, and long range. Short range objectives are within a year. Medium range objectives extend 2 to 5 years. Whereas the long range objectives can spread over to the decades also. That is known as the time bound. So, time bound is also one of the essential character for a business objectives. And move on to the next point, that is the participation. Here, while formulating objectives, participation of maximum number of people from the organization should be preferred. Even the role of workers should not be ignored because they are nearer to the actions. This makes objective more realistic and broad based and motivates workers to work towards the achievement of targets set by them. So, here, while formulating the objectives, participation of maximum number of people from the organization should be preferred. Even the role of workers should not be ignored, but because they are nearer to the action. So, this makes the objectives more realistic and broad based and motivates workers to work towards the achievement of targets set by them, is known as the participation. Now, move on to the next one topic is the importance of business objectives. Here, objectives provide direction in which various constituents of the organization are expected to move. They lay down the standards against which the performance of the organization can be evaluated. They bring about coordination in the actions of the departments and people in the organization. So, let us see what are the points we will see. That is, first one is to justify the existence of business. Here, justify the existence of business means Objectives justify the very existence, the purpose of the business. Outwardly, all organizations may be same, but what differentiate them are the objectives that they pursue. Objectives define the legal status of the organization. A business lacks a moral right to operate if there is nothing to exist for. So, that is the main important. Move on to the next point, that is a provide base for managerial functions. Business objective provide a base for various managerial functions, that is planning, organizing, directing and coordinating. In fact, objectives are the starting point of all managerial functions. Plans cannot be made in vacuum. Objectives provides base for planning activity. So here business objectives provide a base for various managerial functions, that is planning, organizing, directing and coordinating. In fact, objectives are the starting point of managerial functions. Plans cannot be made in vacuum, but objectives provide a base for the planning activity. So this is also one of the important, to provide a base for managerial function is the important for the business objective. And one more objective will provide a direction, that is provide a guidelines for managerial decisions. Here, objectives provide guidelines to managers for taking various managerial decisions. Here the objectives will providing a guidelines to the managers. So here the objectives set up boundaries in terms of available resources within which managers should take their decision. This helps the manager to make more realistic decision. So that is nothing but to provide a guidelines for managerial decision. Move on to the next point, that is aid in planning. Objectives constitute the first step in planning process. A manager has to first decide objectives to be achieved. An organization without clear objectives will always be in the state of confusion. In fact, planning process starts with the formulation of objectives and ends with the evaluation of objectives achieved. So objectives is constituted with the first step in planning process. A manager has to first decide objectives to be achieved. An organization without clear objective will always be in the state of a confusion. So always organization should have one clear objective. Not to have any confusion, to make you clear, the objective should be always clear. Planning process starts with the formulation of objectives and ends with the evaluation of objectives is achieved. Move on to the next point, that is a provide directions. Objectives lay down the path along with an organization has to move. They clearly indicate that what should be done, when, how and who should do. Thus, they clearly indicate the destination towards which all the activities of the organization are directed. This facilitates self-directing. So here, objectives lay down the path along with an organization has to move. They clearly indicate what should be done, when, how and who should do. They clearly indicate the destination towards which all the activities of the organization are directed. This facilitates self-directing. Next, move on to the next point, that is lead to coordination. Here, there are number of individuals working at different levels in management hierarchy and a number of departments having a narrow operational interest, well defined and equally well communicated objectives help in achieving unity of purpose and make various departments to function as cohesive unit. So here lead to coordination is also very important. So there are number of individuals working at a different levels in management hierarchy and number of departments have a narrow operations interest. So equally all the people should be well communicated with the objectives and help each other for the unity and purpose, make various departments to function in a unit is leads to coordination. Next, move on to the next point, that is reduce conflicts. Clearly defined objectives reduce conflicts in the organization, in the organizational objectives. Clearly define the authority and responsibility of each individual department in the organization. This avoids a duplication and overlapping of roles and helps in maintaining cordial labor management relationship. So clearly define that objectives will reduce the conflicts in the organization. Objectives clearly define the authority and responsibility of each individual in the department. So due to this duplication and overlapping will not be there. We can avoid that duplication and overlapping. So due to this helps in maintaining a cordial labor management relationship is known as one of the important point is reduce a conflict. Move on to the next point, that is provide standards for evaluation. Objectives provide standards against which the individual as well as overall performance of the organization can be evaluated. A comparison between expected results and actual performance helps in locating deviations and their causes and take a corrective action. So objectives provides a standards against which the individual as well as overall performance of the organization can be evaluated. Comparison between expected results and actual performance helps in locating deviations and their causes and take corrective actions. The next move on to the next point, that is ensure workers' participation in management. Ensures workers' participation in management. Well-defined objectives enables the organization to assign duties, fix responsibilities, and enforce accountability. Workers learn to seek responsibility if they are allowed to participate in the decision making process. Joint objective setting also leads to high morale among the workers. So here well-defined objectives enables the organization to assign duties, fix responsibilities and enforce accountability. Workers learn to seek responsibility if they are allowed to participate in the decision making process. Joint objective setting also leads to high morale among the workers. Is known as ensures workers' participation in management. And next move on to the next point, that is objectives facilitate delegation. Delegation of authority is a key to success in the modern complex business environment. Objectives help delegation, that is, higher level management may decentralize certain activities to the lower level executives. Objectives are well defined, clearly communicated, and equally well understood. So, here delegation of authority is a key to success in the modern complex environment, because dividing the work to the different members in the organization will complete the we can reach the objective in a very fast manner. So, objectives help delegation. Higher level management may decentralize certain activities to the lower level executives. So, here the objectives are well defined, clearly communicated to each and everyone to understand, to communicated and equally well understood by each person. So, due to this, objectives facilitates the delegation.